This is kind of unprecedented in the United States. Every single bit of our file is available for media scrutiny. As I mentioned early on, they come in, they've been in, and in every single case, I don't recall any case where they wrote any further articles after they've examined my file. And sometimes it's been days. Few district attorneys anywhere can claim this level of total transparency in their police-involved shooting investigations. Why is this important? Transparency is not a buzzword for our office, for me, for the Boston Police Fitted Unit. Transparency is a core value. The only way the public is going to accept the decisions that we make is not to make them in secret, to make them in public, to expose them to scrutiny from the press, from you, from other lawyers, what have you. And the fitted investigators and the senior prosecutors who work on our cases know that. They know they're going to be second-guessed. They know that their actions are going to be examined, and every step that they took or didn't take is going to be dealt with. But that puts them at the top of their game, I believe. There's an example, might be hard to see, of a letter that I recently wrote. But I'll tell you, before I became district attorney, and no knock on any of my predecessors, it was essentially a one-line sentence. We've decided not to charge the police officers in the case. Period. End of story. No file given out, no explanation, no reasons or what have you. This is the way it was done. This is the way I do it. And again, I hope you see by our actions that we are striving at all times to be transparent with the public on these matters. Moving forward, what do we do from here? I started off by saying I'm not going to defend the system, but I am. I wanted you to know about it. I wanted you to understand it better. I hope some of you are somewhat pleasantly surprised by the level of transparency and scrutiny and detail that we go through in these investigations. We're, I think, ahead of most parts of the country, people that I've talked to, and we've worked very hard to build trust in the community. But a critical part of that process is to maintain an open dialogue with you, the community, and everyone else that wants to have a say in this. So the leaders, the law enforcement partners, the legislators, all of you, the clergy, if there are better ways to do this and you think there are better ways to do this, I'm certainly all ears, and I want to hear from you, and we want to all get better at what we do. So we welcome your ideas and your suggestions to make the criminal justice system as fair and as objective and as responsive as it can be. And I say this a lot, we're human beings, all of us are human beings, and as a system of justice, the system of justice, though we can be angry, with current events, it's the best system of justice in this world. It's not the best system of justice in the next world, I don't think. I'm not a preacher, you know that. But if we're looking for perfect justice, it's going to be then. But we are working very hard here in this system of justice to get to the best result. So that's, I believe, the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it.